you guys, I am really wanting to give this whole long form video thing another go and to be a little more consistent with it. It is hard. I give so much props to those who post on YouTube weekly. I love YouTube and I post multiple shorts a day and have so much fun with it, and I feel like I have like a really great relationship with a lot of people who watch my shorts. So I feel like it's time to start doing this. I also feel like I can dive a lot more into topics and conversations that are just way too long for short form video. That being said, I vlogged some of my week and I didn't push record on like 70% of the things I thought I pushed record on. For instance, I brought my camera to Outside Lands and I have like 45 seconds worth of footage when I thought I was gonna have like hours of footage to go through. Don't know how that happened. Or like I'd bring my camera to vlog something and then just not. So here's a few very random bits and pieces of my week. Sorry if it doesn't totally make sense. A few random recipes I made, and then a Q&A mainly around hormone health. This is just to start us off so I have like a first video out there. I wanna be making videos that you wanna see, so please comment below if you have specific videos or recipes or ideas, and I'll just do that. So let me know and let's just get into it. Morning, I just went on a little morning sun walk and treated myself to a matcha from Alfred. I do it with macadamia milk and it's the best thing ever. I make a pretty good matcha at home, but I just ran out of macadamia milk and I only like my matcha now with macadamia milk. I'm gonna make my daily yogurt bowl and get started on some work for the day. I just got this little table for our balcony and I've been loving it. I've been focusing so much better out here than I do in my bedroom. I'm getting started on some work for the day. I am working on something that I'm very excited about, that I've been working on for a while and will be working on for the next year. Like, it will be consuming every day, but I've been loving every minute of it and I can't wait to tell you guys about it. This is about all I'm doing today. I'm making my favorite little luteal phase sweet treat. I just filmed it for Instagram. I'm like, wait, I gotta film this for YouTube. And I don't mind if I do. I love having these on hand. I usually cut it down the middle and then like down the side. You kind of want longer pieces like this. You could also coin it though. You can't really go wrong. It's just a freaking good sweet treat, but it's extra good in your luteal phase because bananas are rich in potassium. I'm making a mess. Also, sorry my head's cut off. I don't have a tripod for my camera yet, and you're bouncing on my Stanley water bottle. Then you're gonna go in with some melted dark chocolate. I really like using the brand Lily's dark chocolate. Just drizzle that all over, add a little more salt on top, and then put it in the freezer. The banana's like little nice cream bites, and then the peanut butter doesn't get hard, but the chocolate's hard and crunchy, and it's just so good, and you need to try it. I try to have it in my freezer at all times because I just love it, and it really is like that specific craving. Good morning. I could wake up to this view every single day. I really could. Show me.
I'll show you the girl that.
Oh yeah. Okay, this is the look we're going with. This top is Lovers and Friends Revolve. You guys, my jeans are a little extra tight today. So I did this with a hair tie so I wouldn't get a stomach ache, and luckily my shirt covers it. Cute sides, but you won't be able to see them because I'm gonna have this jacket on. Jeans are PacSun. Sunglasses are Vela, I think that's how you pronounce it. Jacket is FP Movement. I'll put all of these outfit details in the description. Let's go.
That she looks nothing like me.
Oh hey, I just had to leave 10 minutes into TV Girl and I'm so sad. I have a flight at 9:30, so I have to go to the airport. I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel good right now. I just took a Zofran and really I'm hoping it kicks in before my lift gets here. Oh God. I haven't done a morning ocean plunge all summer and it's not officially summer until you do one. So I'm meeting Sarah at the beach right now and we're gonna jump in and I just cannot wait. Also probably gonna do a little beach workout after because leave it to Sarah. Sarah's vlogging! I need to step outside because the oven is making the kitchen so hot. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm getting hungry for dinner. I make this sheet pan meal about once a week. You really just throw everything on a sheet pan bake it and that's it. I'm gonna do it with chicken sausage tonight. I do it with salmon a lot, really focused on protein and fiber. And when I got my PCOS diagnosis in high school and I started doing just research myself, Dr. Google at 16, diet was kind of the #1 thing they said could help with PCOS symptoms, specifically prioritizing protein and fiber. It all goes back to supporting our blood sugar, our insulin. These principles have been a part of my life for 10 years and I really must say they make a huge difference. I want to do a whole video on PCOS, but if you have PCOS and you're watching this dinner is a really good option. Since I'm in my luteal phase, I want to get some good complex carbs in, and sweet potato is my favorite way to do that. I just rinsed some chickpeas. They're a really good source of fiber. You can do this with salmon, you can add any other veggies. I'm gonna put it on a little salad, and then I made this honey mustard sauce that I'm gonna drizzle on over. I'm really sorry you can't see my face. I gotta figure this out. Oh hey, it's a little after 9 p.m. and I am writing my weekly newsletter. If you didn't know, I have a weekly newsletter. We dive a lot into hormone health over there. I give weekly fully written out cycle-aligned recipes, talk about wellness, link things I'm loving. It's a fun outlet for me to talk about things that are just too long to put on a 45-second video. I have a lot of fun with it, so you should subscribe if you're not already. I will link it below. We're almost hitting the 2-year mark of me working fully for myself. Obviously, with working for yourself comes a lot of struggles and stress that I did not experience before, but also it's super rewarding. But my favorite part of working for myself is being flexible with my hours. I'm just so much more creative at night and I can just focus so much better. I can probably focus better because nothing's going on at night, and in the daytime, especially when it's nice out, I just like want to be out doing things. Knowing that my brain's more creative and focuses better at night means that I leave the more creative projects for me to do at night, like writing my newsletter, coming up with my video ideas to make for the week, editing my videos. All of that stuff I usually do after work hours, and it works for me. In the daytime, I'm usually more shooting videos just because the lighting's better, taking meetings, getting back to emails. I have this one big project I'm working on that I told you guys about, and I'm doing that in the day. But I just love having my own hours, and I don't know if I could ever go back to corporate. And I do know that that sounds really great, but I will say this type of job, you're not clocking in at 9 and being done at 5. It consumes every single hour of my waking thoughts and my weekends. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love thinking about video ideas and newsletter ideas and projects and products, and I love editing and I love videos and I love reaching out to you guys, and it's just so fun, but it never ends. It never turns off, ever, even on vacation. Okay, I'm just yapping now. I need to put all this into my writing. To make my go-to protein balls, they're my favorite thing to have on hand for the week. I really measure with my heart, but I'll write out approximates, but I always recommend doing it to taste. I made a lot because I'm seeing my mom and she really loves these, and then I'm also gonna give her some to give my grandma because we're trying to get her to eat more protein. I really don't meal prep much food, but I always meal prep these. Guys, I just got sandwich PR. This is the cutest thing ever. Brands are just so creative. Business and pleasure bag, really cute hat and socks. This is my favorite daily sunscreen. It's a plant-based sandwich shop in Santa Monica, kind of near where I live, and they have gluten-free bread, so I feel like I'm gonna be going all the time. Hi, I wanna take a little work break, so I'm gonna answer some of the Q&A questions. I also have been kind of tweaking. My new apartment has been kind of making a lot of scary noises. I'm sure it's just because I keep all the windows open and the AC's going, but doors have been slamming, and I'm not slamming them. and my roommate is not home. And I'm a little spooked, but it's okay. By the way, this morning I did a little pelvic floor Pilates flow. I'm gonna post it on Instagram today or tomorrow. Should probably be up by the time you're watching this. But doing moves that help support my pelvic floor have been game changer for cramps that I experience and supporting my digestion and supporting other things. So I did a Q&A on Instagram that I'm gonna answer some questions to, but I'll probably do another Q&A in next video. So if you have any questions you want me to answer, just comment them below. There were a handful of questions about how I got into hormone health. And I guess I haven't talked about it on here, but I really struggled with my health growing up. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease when I was 9, hypothyroidism. Never felt good as a kid, and then once I became a teenager, I just felt so much worse. I felt so crazy. I had no energy. I consistently had stomach problems. I went to the ER a handful of times for what turned out to be a ton of really big ovarian cysts. So then I got a PCOS diagnosis. So then I had hypothyroidism, PCOS. Those are very connected. Then I had these diagnoses and I was on medicine for both, and nothing really felt better on the medicine. And then as I got older, I was just so sick of feeling sick every single day. And I started doing some research on my own, making little nutrition swaps, seeing that I felt a lot better when I cooked for myself, learning tools that worked for my body. And I was just blown away by how those little things made more of an impact than the medicine did for me. Then I ended up working with an amazing hormone doctor, learning about the 4 phases in a cycle, what's happening to our hormones each week, how to have better control over that, how cortisol comes into play. I was so fascinated by it. I ended up studying hormones at an online institute and then eventually got my nutritionist certification. I'm blabbering right now, but basically my own hormone struggles is what got me to where I am, and now I share about it. And yeah, okay. Someone asked, what is the root cause of hormone imbalances? The most basic that you can kind of rule out first is stress. Stress is obviously psychological. Stress can also be from under-eating, over-exercising, being in a toxic relationship, not getting enough sleep, nutritional deficiencies. Obviously, there's genetic factors. For me personally, it was and is a few things. I think there's definitely some genetic factors, just given I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease at 9, but I'm also really sensitive to environmental toxins. 1/4 of the population has this genetic thing that you don't really detox mold the way that everyone else does. My body just holds on to it. So I had an experience last year, or like a year and a half, 2 years ago, where my apartment was really moldy and it triggered all my past hormone things up. And some of you guys are probably around for that, but it was awful. It reminded me how bad hormone issues are. It reminded me how important our environment is for our health. And the other big thing that I think is widely overlooked for hormone health and health in general is past trauma. There's a huge studied connection between trauma, autoimmune disease, gut issues, hormone issues, and that one gets really complicated, but it's something I'm really passionate about. So with hormone health, most of the time you need to take a multifaceted approach, unless it's one very obvious thing like living in mold or over-exercising and under-eating. Most people have a few of these factors coming into play, causing their imbalance. So for me, really working on my stress, making a healthy, clean environment, and then working with a therapist, an EMDR therapist, on past trauma I experienced as a kid. Doing all of these things together is what's gotten me to a good place that I'm at now. I think even if I did weekly acupuncture, ate perfectly, exercised perfectly, lived in a mold-free place, if I didn't address and reprocess the trauma, I don't think my body would fully heal. And by the way, it's something I'm still working on, and I think I'll always be working on. We're evolving, we're experiencing new things every day. But it's something I know about myself, and it's something that I know affects my health. And yeah, that work kind of sucks, and it's hard, and it's not comfortable, but it's gotta be done. How do I know if my hormones are balanced or not? Our hormones control literally everything. So if you're just not feeling like yourself or are having literally any health issue, your hormones do have a part in that process. Some of the main symptoms of hormone imbalance would be irregular cycles, acne, weight gain without any changes to diet or exercise, fatigue, brain fog, digestion issues, low sex drive, like facial hair, heavy periods, or severe PMS. You know how you're supposed to feel, and if you're feeling different than the way that you know you're supposed to feel, likely some hormone things going on. Tips for high estrogen and low progesterone. So progesterone is a precursor to cortisol. So when cortisol is increasing, it's pulling from the progesterone and your progesterone is decreasing. So working on your cortisol and managing stress and your nervous system is one of the best things you can do for your progesterone. Morning sun exposure. This resets your circadian rhythm, balances your HPA axis, spend time with people who make you laugh, with people who make you feel good, just more connection. Like I said, I kind of said this, but it sounds so cheesy, but connection truly is so important for our health. Eat blood sugar balanced meals. That means basing your plate around a protein, a fiber, and a fat source. Listen to guided meditation tapes. I like to do it right before bed or right when I'm waking up in the morning. Get outside more, walk more. I hope you're getting the gist. Oh, also acupuncture. I try to go every Saturday morning. It can be amazing for hormone health, regulating cycles, supporting digestion. It can really be helpful for any issue you're dealing with. My insurance covers 90% of it, so I definitely would recommend calling your provider and finding acupuncturists who are covered in your area. I wish everyone could do acupuncture. It's just like, if anything, it's 60 minutes of quiet time, because there's no other time that I'm not really looking at my phone for 60 minutes. I really have noticed such a difference in my health with consistent acupuncture. And then for estrogen, our estrogen is metabolized in our liver, so really supporting our liver is going to help with that metabolism. So eating salads and leafy greens, lemon water is really great for the liver, beets are really great for the liver, milk thistle is a good supplement, or tea or dandelion root tea. And then you need to think of what else your liver is detoxing. It's literally detoxing everything. It's the best organ. We gotta take care of it. But our livers would also detoxes environmental toxins, endocrine disruptors, so using clean skincare and house things and taking care of your environment is gonna take some burden off your liver, and then it's gonna metabolize your estrogen better. There you go. Okay, I've been editing this video that you're watching right now, and it's low-key kind of long, so I think I'm gonna end it right here. This wasn't the most exciting week of my life, but that's life. I hope you learned a thing or two or got a recipe idea or two. Like I said earlier, just comment below what you want me to be making, whether it's long form follow along Pilates videos, more recipe content, if you like this vlog style. I'm really open to whatever, and this is for you guys. Okay, bye.